If you want to understand how our universe works, you simply need to observe water. Water holds memory, but right now it's being proven to do more than that. And remember, even the idea that she holds memory means she knows way more than is in our textbooks, all our textbooks combined, right? And our history combined. Because water has been here the longest. Remember, land originates from water. But what's mind blowing at the moment, it's proven that water can even mimic an image. She has intelligence. Now, while the scientific community is trying to now come out with this proof, I believe the spiritual community has known it for the longest time, because our ancestors used to be able to tap into the consciousness of water. Water holds the secrets to the universe, and it's a medium of consciousness. It means consciousness uses water as a vehicle to travel through. That's why the plasma in your body now is starting to make sense, right? The water in your body. That is why you can't survive with water. No living thing can survive without water. So it's incredible because nothing embodies flow better than water. Water is constantly always trying to teach us the law of rhythm and the attitude of flow, because water understands that once you master flow, then you've mastered alignment, which means you live in ease, right? Everything you need comes to you when you need it. When you flow with life, you're not resistant to life. Resistance is the root of suffering in humanity, in life in general. Water teaches you to flow. Like right now, it's morning hours. I'm seated by the lake, by the way, and the waters are calm. They're extremely, extremely calm. And as the day progresses, you'll observe that that is when it starts to catch some momentum. So water is also always teaching a lot of lessons, not just in life, but in business. I wish most of us were aware enough to just pick the ideas, pick the wisdom that is always around you by tapping into the consciousness of elements like water. Now, momentum is an area that I love to teach in business, because it's one aspect that has been proven to really, really, really scale any entrepreneur or any business. You've got to stick to one thing until you're catching enough momentum to be able to diversify. It also what's broken down into concentration, right? So I am a student of life, and I get to be very interested in lessons that water teaches. For example, I was never taught how to swim by a fellow human being. The waters taught me how to swim. One particular evening, I was in the pool. So I was almost like in a form of meditation. So I hear the voice, you can actually do it. I'm like, I can't. They're like, relax. You know how to do it. You just need to remember. And that is how I learned to swim within 1 hour. I was at the deep end and back. And the same thing happened the first time I went snorkeling. I was so scared to dive deep in the ocean. And the waters were like, relax, relax, we got you. And that is how they went into showing me really interesting creatures beneath the ocean. And I also got to discover sacred geometry from that point, because believe it or not, even the shells, the random shells that you pick somewhere in the middle of the ocean, those shells hold the sacred geometry. It's almost of a reminder of how God is amazing and how He's detailed. And it's almost an equal reminder that everything is energy also at the core. Because when you observe water, this is another lesson water will teach you in detail. You get to understand that the difference between steamed, something heated and steamed, and frozen water is purely just frequency. That is the difference. Those different forms of water are just vibrating at different frequencies. And it's a reminder that at the core, we are energy. So you get to move from the reality you want to a different reality. And the basis of that is your frequency. So if you want a different outcome in life, then you've got to embody the frequency of that which you want. So start teaching your body, which is the vehicle of your frequency. Start teaching your body how to know and emit the vibration, the frequency of that which you want. And most of us think this is something you only do one time when you try to visualize. You need to understand that visualization, affirmations are also other different forms of vehicles. They're just supposed to arrive you at the feeling of embodying that which you want. So you just need to teach your body, which is always your core vibration, how to regulate your nervous system, for example, and how to feel those elevated emotions. And water is always teaching you this. Water is also a beautiful balance, because she's very calm, like right now in the morning. See? But she has her moments too. And there are moments when you don't go against the currents. You're always told, if you accidentally find yourself in water, then flow with the currents. Let the currents wash you. Another lesson that water is teaching you is also the art of letting go. Because whenever you struggle with water, you're bound to come down. That is your first lesson whenever you're trying to learn to swim. You need to relax, you need to trust. The same way you need to trust in the flow of life, because you are not this physical entity. You are the spiritual essence, right? God is having a human experience through you. So trust that things are aligning for you, because they actually are. You were so loved, and you are made from the same essence of the universe. You share the same fabric with the cosmos. Water is always also trying to teach you your power in different ways. The powers of being soft when necessary, and the powers of carrying and creating your boundaries when need be. I find water to be mind-blowing. And she has the love of a mother. That's why for me, every holiday I have to find a way to get to the waters, because not only do I have a home in this physical reality, but I have a home, beyond this physical reality. So to be able to tap into the consciousness of water, and for her to teach you things beyond what your books know currently. So, for example, the lessons about the womb, water will teach you all that. Science is just barely starting to scratch the surface of it all. And she'll remind you that all that is within you. Because remember, she runs every cell in your body. Cheers, guys. Let me know what you think. Maybe I should do more on this.